Christmas is fun.
Christmas.
Christmas is magical.
Christmas.
Christmas is long lines and travel delays.
Christmas.
And unexpected guests for dinner.
Christmas.
Christmas should run
Christmas.
smooth and be
Christmas.
organized. I'm James Lott Jr., the Super Organizer, and this is the Super Organizer Christmas Show on the Christmas 24/7 channel. That's right. It is. And I am James Lott Jr., Super Organizer. It's the Super Organizer Christmas Show. Yes, we're back again for another episode. Thanks for watching the previous episodes. I appreciate your love and support. It is Christmas here at the Christmas 24/7 channel, and we are so excited in this show. And we have a sister, I keep saying sister or brother show, I can't tell. The 6 months of Christmas, that show is on too. So go there and subscribe and watch both of these. Tell us what you think. Of course, it's Christmas time. Today, we're super organizing the stockings. You're like, what? Super organizing the stockings? Yes, those things that hang by the chimney or hang next to something on a wall because you don't have a chimney. People were asking all the time, what should I put in them? Or it would become complicated. It's like, it should be complicated. They're stockings. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to super organize them today. Welcome to the show. I'm happy to have you here. Now, the stockings, let me show you a picture of these cute stockings. This is a place that actually you can order stockings with your name on them, different colors. I like silver Christmases because it matches my goatee. I don't know. I like silver and white. I do, and it's really pretty. And it's very winter wonderland-y. I'm making up words too. But you can actually order, and you can get these personalized. So when anybody's name's on there, you can have your first, last, nicknames, one for the dog. Yes, I have friends who have. My late dog, Scrabble, may he rest in peace. He had a stocking every year. And we opened it up together, my little chihuahua. He'd climb in, his little chihuahua face would get in there, and he'd get stuck, and it was a whole other story. But everyone gets stocking. It's called StockingFactory.com. So that's Stockton. That's a place to live. StockingFactory.com. No, I don't have a partnership with them, but you guys, if you want to, I'm here. Sponsorship. So I love stockings. I think stockings are fun. Now, the whole thing about stockings, what are they really for? In my opinion, stockings are for miscellaneous items, little smaller things. Some people use stockings, they wrap up all the batteries for the toys and put them in the stockings. I'm like, well, that's one way of doing that, but kind of interesting when the kids open them and go, oh, I got C batteries. Yeah. So, but some people do that. But for the most part, it's usually smaller items, sometimes accessories, and that can get a little confusing when you have more than, let's say, 3 or 4 people in your life that you're doing stockings for. I have kids and grandkids, and my daughter has 3 kids. Shout out to Zayden, Rylan, and Scarlett. And I got to see my grandson recently. But she had 3 for them, 1 each for them, for her and her man Mike, and 1 for Papa Jamie. That's me. So we had all these stockings, and she had to organize each one, to who gets what, and how it goes. And it's a stocking stuffer checklist. Yes, us organizers think of all kinds of things. And I love it because you can find a checklist on my blog, thesuperorganizeruniverse.com. That's the superorganizeruniverse.com. And it's also other checklists that are similar to out there. You can just Google stocking stuffer checklist and it'll all come up. But I love the idea of, because I organize my presents too, like who I buy presents for. Like I have a list of people who I'm buying for. And usually next to, and this is a little tip, here's a little extra tip for you. I write down who I'm buying for, and then next to their name, either write down what they like, a keyword, because sometimes you don't know what you're going to get them until you actually go to the store and see it. I write a keyword or 2, but so I know that each thing, and then when I find something for them, I check it off. I have it, and I usually write down what I do, so that's good. You can do it on your phone too. You can do that also on your phone. But his checklist is great. So the one we have here is mom, dad. It says kiddos. I love the word kiddos. But it's mom, dad. You can list each child or nephew or cousin or whoever you're buying for stockings to be at your house, grandparents. And then there's different things. Now, they give you an example of some stuff like magazines, chocolate, nail polish, things like that. But that's kind of the point. It's very interesting. I always say stocking stuffers should be, like I said, little accessories, like maybe little rings, watches that are, that aren't expensive. You put in there little tiny toys. Sometimes you find little toys. Kids like little toys, put them in there. I had a grandson who loved cars, the little Hot Wheels. So on the big present had like the tracks, the Hot Wheel tracks and all that kind of stuff. And then she had some of the cars wrapped up in there. Also, my daughter does something every year, which I love, from Hallmark. They come out with ornaments every year. as you know, and they have new ones, new batches of ones every year. And so I have all the ones she's given me in the last, like, oh my goodness, 15 years. And so she'd wrap those and put those in the stockings. And so with these checklists, it's good because you have each kid, parents, everybody set up, and then you just kind of list either you write down what you want to put in the stocking, or as you get them, write down what you're putting in the stocking so you know what's going on. And for some kids, it's the parent thing. You know this, parents. A lot of times you have to give them an equal amount of gifts. You can't give one child 5, another one 2. Because they will tell you about themselves. It's like the end of time. It's just like goes on forever. You have to make sure everybody has an equal amount of stuff. Because kids will count. They sure will. So it's kind of, the stocking checklist helps you with that too. Kind of go, okay, I'm getting each kid 7 items. You can have it all at this and have it all there. And also these checklists, I always say fill them out first. They're good because when you go shopping, you know what you're looking. You can check off when you find it. Because it's nothing worse than going to the store. Did I buy that already? Did I get that for them already? At least if you have a checklist, you can see that you got it. And that's very, very important. You can look on there and go, oh, yes, I did get them the lipstick already for, this. Or I did already get the bracelet for them already. And you have it readily available.
I have a fun little tip for these too.
Oh, please.
One of my favorite things that someone in our family did was they would order a blank puzzle, like a 150-piece puzzle.
Yeah.
And they would split it up into different little bags, but they would have written a Amazon gift card code on the puzzle. So basically all the siblings had to get together to build the puzzle to get the gift card code.
Love that. Oh my goodness, it's a great idea. And it promotes actually them playing together, of course, but also gives them, they have to earn something, so to speak, right, to get the Amazon code.
Yeah, it was a way to get us to play quietly for a while.
I like that. That's a great, I have 3 grandchildren. Why didn't I think of that before? I love that idea. Oh, that's a great idea. And that is Steven, of course, who is co-creator, co-producer of the show, and we love him. And that's a great idea. I like that. And that's the whole point, because it's smaller items. And that's the whole point for it. Stockings shouldn't be filled to the brim with huge things. It's all the small stuff. Sometimes Christmas candy is put in there, candy canes and Christmas chocolates are put in there. And so I love that. I do. One thing also, especially for adults, because sometimes for adults it's a little harder, because kids are a little easier to kind of buy for them. You should know who you're buying for, know your audience. That's number 1. I tell you, of course. For me, because I travel a lot, my daughter and they were so smart with me, there are a lot of travel size items you can get at like Target, Ulta, Sephora, Old Navy. They have like the little things that I could use with different scents of stuff like fig apple or peach pear or whatever. Little lotions, and but those things are great too. I'm a very practical person. I mean, I just can't help it. I'm an organizer. I'm practical. But that stuff can be bath products. Those are great things to give. If you have a mother who like works really hard and has done a lot for you, get her some bath balls or go to a place like Lush and stuff. They have those kind of things really cool. And you wrap them up, you put them in the stocking, and so you get back to them. And so I think those are a great thing too. But you really should know who you're buying for. Of course, that's number 1. Sometimes for small children, slippers can fit in there, little shoes, things like that can fit in there too. So I think it's a great thing. And I have a grandson who loves sports, and so a lot of the little accessory items I get, like he likes the New York Yankees, he likes the 49ers. I'm a Steelers fan, of course, because of Pittsburgh. But I'll find little like keychains and things that have Yankees on them and stuff, and I'll get that and wrap them up and put them in the stocking. So it's all about just kind of, it's more for you, probably the adult who's buying all the stuff for everybody, to have a system in place to know what you're buying, what you have bought already, and they kind of help you along to make it go smoother. Checklists are great. I love checklists. Checklists are some of the best things in all areas, things that I support that wholeheartedly and heavily. And so that's checklists I'm showing you, other checklists out there. Find one that works for you. You can modify it to what you're going to get. And if not, you want to do a checklist on your phone, start typing out people's names and start typing down like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and kind of just go through and fill in when you buy something. And then you know when you're done, and you know what you have, and you can start putting it in the stockings. So that's kind of I know, who knew you should organize stockings? It should be one of the least stressful things you go through. Like I said, I know a lot of people who have stockings like, well, I got to buy this, and oh, that's crazy. So it's an easy way for you to do that.
So you could basically take this and adapt it to have like one for the main gifts, one for the stocking stuffers, and then I don't know if you've ever celebrated St. Nicholas Day where you put your shoes out by the back window. You could have one for that as well.
As a Dutch person, as a person who's part Dutch, of course. So yes, and so that's, yeah, and exactly. This could be applied to your whole shopping experience during the holidays. And it can be applied to a lot of things in life, obviously, actually, any kind of checklist thing. When it comes to birthdays and other holidays, Easter sometimes, you do Easter baskets. And people want to figure out what I got to buy for these, do a checklist what I got to buy for the Easter baskets. And sometimes you modify the basket due to age and gender. So that's a checklist is good for that too. So good point. So that's about super organizing your stockings. Now, I'm going to leave you with this. I always leave you with a little something before we go. Do not go broke or out of your means to gift give. People, I know this holiday, they push the commerce on us. It's like, I don't do Black Friday, so I don't do that. And a little side note to one of our creators of these networks, Miriam Anunos. I saw, Steven, your episode when you guys were talking about Black Friday and stuff a little bit. And I was chuckling on her show, Better Together. Go ahead and watch that and subscribe to that and go watch that. I'm not a Black Friday person. I don't get up at 2 in the morning on a Friday after Thanksgiving. I'm usually in a turkey coma or a game hen coma because I do game hens. I know the society will tell you, buy, but you don't have to do that. It's the thought that counts. It really is. And sometimes it's specifically what you give that's more important than how much it costs. And if you don't have a lot, I don't want you to go into debt or going to get an ulcer, trying to figure out how am I going to do all this stuff. And it should be, the season's not about gift giving, first of all, anyway. But it's more about being together and supporting each other. But you want to give a little something to somebody, don't go out of your way to go crazy. The best presents are your time, first of all, anyway. I know folks will be like, yeah, that's corny, but I totally agree with that. It's a time to get together and see each other and appreciate each other. And have some good food, too. And I got to look at what kind of eggnog I can have now, because now I'm lactose intolerant. That's another story. But be there for each other, be kind for each other, and don't go out of your means into debt to buy presents. I'm James Lott Jr., Super Organizer. You can follow me at the Super Organizer on Facebook. At Twitter, it's the Super O. I couldn't get the rest because that's how the letters are. And you can follow me where all James Lott Jr. is sold on social media platforms at James Lott Jr. everywhere. This is the Christmas 24/7 channel. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, whatever you want to call it. And on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, watch our shows, tell us what you think. If you have some tips, share them with me. I'd love to hear them, of course. And let me know what you think about the shows. And I'm James Lott Jr., and have a Merry Christmas.
From Chairman Elves, Kevin Undergaro, and Maria Menounos, we would like to thank you for tuning in. Until next time, do your best to make every day Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
Merry Christmas! Merry